Okay, guys, welcome to the second episode of the trip, the adventures in the Philippines. So, for those of you who are new to the channel, I'm actually a Turkish YouTuber. I'm making video contents and photography and videography, some gear reviews as well. But my contents are in Turkish, but I also decided to make from time to time contents in English, especially about the trip that we're taking abroad or across country, back in my own home country, Turkey. So my name is Erdinç, and I have here Angela, and I have here Yetkin. My name is spelled, well, call me Ed, and that is Angela and Yetkin. So on the first episode that I'm gonna link here, we already have talked about all the adventures that we had through our trip on the first days in the Philippines, throughout Manila and the environment. Then we finally arrived in the countryside, what they call the province of Bulacan. Mm-hmm. Yep. And our arrival to the hotel where we are now staying, which is the 8 Waves Hotel, which is a very nice resort with a lot of pools and things like that. Very comfortable, very nice. And then we had a few more beautiful days. The first day we didn't do anything. We stayed at the hotel and enjoyed the pool all together. Yeah. But the day that followed, or the 2 days that followed, we visited some different places, didn't we?
I really don't remember at all.
Okay.
I'm quite confused about it. So
let's recall what we did on the first day.
On the first day?
On the first day, we went to the butterfly heaven.
I remember that.
Yeah, first day, relaxing in the hotel.
Yeah, and the day that followed, we went first to what we were hoping was going to be a true heaven about butterflies.
Yeah.
But
where are we right now?
we're in the butterfly heaven. We're going to see a lot of butterflies, and I hope that with this, macro lens, I'm gonna take some nice shots. By the way, the gear that I'm using is again an A7R5, and I'm using the 70-200 4G macro lens. I was a little disappointed because the only breed that they had was one in 2 different colors, and those were not even colors; they were black and white. Mm-hmm. Okay. But they also had a very beautiful museum, and I'd like you to talk about the museum that we saw over there, about the city of, about the
region,
the map
they had.
Yeah,
the map of
But
Bulacan.
they also had in the other place that we went to right after.
Yeah. But in this one, there's the Butterfly Haven. I think they have like really good figures and miniatures. I love that more. I think.
More in the tradition.
More in the tradition and
and they were more kind of
tribes.
maquettes instead of maps. Well, long story short, it was still a very nice, sight to see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then from there we moved to a very, very beautiful place. We enjoyed so much. Although they told us it was going to be a farm with a lot of animals. Well, I'm not going to say there were no animals, but don't expect a bunch of them like goats or even dogs or things like that. They had a few birds like roosters, chickens.
Long kabiyawan.
And that is the Filipino script, baybayin.
Baybayin.
Baybayin, yeah. So this is ma, li, ga, ya,
Eski
ng,
Filipin yazısıymış bu da yani alttaki. I didn't know that you had your own.
I have here. This is Pika,
If
which
this-
means create.
Darling, if this is I love you, if this is I love you, this should mean I hate you. And then actually we were hoping to see that animal that they were calling Carabao, which actually is
bull,
like
ox?
an oak. It was a big oak, yeah. Oaks, yeah. It was a big oaks, but they said that the hour was a little too early, and we were not even sure that we were going to make that long of a stay over there. But surprisingly, we loved it very much, right?
Yeah, it was a really good stay. It was very serene, tranquil.
Yeah, and the cafe part was really nice, and they had like
A beautiful drink.
yeah, a lot of
Lemonade?
different lemonade
Cucumber. which
with
is
the
really good.
cucumber. It was really
surprising.
refreshing and surprisingly
Delicious.
delicious, because you don't expect lemonade and cucumber to go well together.
Okay, Yetkin, we spent a lot of beautiful time here.
Yeah.
What is your impression of this beautiful farm? Although we didn't see a lot of animals besides maybe a little ducks and some chickens,
We didn't have the time. We were in the wrong time. We were here in the wrong time because those carabaos, these big bulls,
will arrive a little
They
later.
only arrive later, so we don't have that time, so we didn't have the chance to see it. But other than that, it's like one of the most peaceful places I have
Oh,
ever
yes,
been in
absolutely.
the Philippines. And
And there are some beautiful sceneries as well.
Yeah, so much good. Like there, like
I believe
you can
that you'll let me share a few of your photos on to let them see the environment.
We also had a lot of fun taking very cool pictures with the trees and the hammock, and then we have seen the art museum.
That is the art museum.
Very good pieces inside.
Actually, you have the hammock over
paintings,
there,
yeah.
and you have some other beautiful places. You have a pond of those ducks and some beautiful trees all across. As you can see, it's really amazing.
And also we had like one of the most unique lemonades.
Oh, yes.
Here, like with some cucumbers in it, very refreshing.
Very refreshing.
I had such a good time here. So like my impression is about here, like come here and
Get a peaceful day.
just clear your mind and just discharge yourself.
Well,
And
adding
also
a little lime as well.
lime as
Yeah.
well. Also, like they had the old house models and other stuff, and
Which
which
we call bahay
Yes.
kubo. And I told them that I lived in that bahay kubo, which I think Baba will show you, had a picture of it.
So she said she used to live in a house like that, and then I said, "Are you kidding?" And she said, "No. Can you please explain?"
No, I lived in a house like that. Back when there weren't any cements and all and everything. This was the house. This was
When?
originally the house. In 1980s, 70s, that was the house.
Okay. Really?
Yeah,
Where?
Yeah, 70s.
Like
In
which
province,
region?
I was
In province?
In province. I was in Pampanga.
Pampanga
and I was
province.
I was still a baby.
How about you were
But I
like-
remember. But I
okay.
remember I was
Like 2, 3, 4?
2, 3 years old, and I was climbing up the stairs.
Wow.
And, yeah, and I remember also the Luzon earthquake. Yeah, I remember
When
the Luzon
did happen
earthquake,
that?
which
The
was
big-
in
the biggest
1989 or 1990.
earthquake?
1989 or 1990.
Is
I
it the-
remember. I
is it
was
the-
4 years old. I remember.
Is it like the biggest
It was
earthquake,
the
and that
biggest
happened in
earthquake.
Philippines?
Yeah, I still remember. I still remember the
Wow.
rumble of the earth, and we were scrambling out of the house. And Papa was holding Papa got hurt trying to hold the jars, and
Wow.
and we were holding the tree for support. So yeah, but that was our house.
So interesting.
Yeah, so we were going up
So
the
interesting.
stairs,
Yeah. Okay.
and then we were staying inside. There's just a rug, like a rug.
Is it like a really
carpet.
traditional?
Yeah, it was a.
Is it like
traditional-
elevated like that?
Yep. Not this. This is too high.
Too high, but
Too
I
high.
understand. It's the
Yeah.
same. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, like you have come a long way in, 30 years.
Yeah. I told him that was my house before. A little
When-
bigger, but it's the same.
when he was a baby.
Yeah, it's the same thing. And he was so surprised.
Yeah.
Because he was expecting our house to be like, on the ground. But
Yeah.
no, it was on
It's
a
a little
wooden
bit elevated.
house on stilts. It was house with stilts under it. And
Yeah.
then
Well,
you
but
go up
don't
with-
forget that we are in the tropics and they have a lot of rains.
Yeah, a lot of
A
rain,
huge problem. It's
floods.
floods are a huge
Yeah, this is
problem
why
in the Philippines.
In the old times, they had their huts quite elevated above.
Still a very big problem here in the Philippines. I think, as far as I know, every year at least like 500, 600 people still die because of the floods.
Yeah.
Still, unfortunately. And a couple months ago, they had a horrible flood, I think, back in Manila as well, or some
Also
other
in
place
some,
else.
Some other places, which is in the
Which
north.
is still is in Luzon.
in the north. In the north.
Okay,
North
let's
of-
not get out of the way and go back to the farm, because it was a beautiful farm. It was very picturesque, and I took a bunch of photos. We didn't stop there. I mean, finding me and having that beautiful camera that I'm always talking about, which is the Sony A7R5, and I brought 3 lenses, and one of them is the 70 to 200 f4, which is the one that I did use to have a beautiful photo shoot out of these 2 guys, a bunch of them, and some very beautiful ones.
Yeah.
So we spent a hell of a time, and I was also interviewed by college students,
College
which
students.
was so cute.
I think they were from Pulilan University.
Yeah, Filipino University. I think they were studying film. That's they were
Filmmaking.
studying filmmaking.
So this is how the day we finished the day. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
but don't forget, we thought that we were not able to see the Carabao. But when we exited the farm, we
were already at like
4:15.
4:15, and they told us that the animal doesn't arrive at 4:30.
4:30 to 5.
We were not expecting to see them, but then
We
we
caught
saw
it
them
we caught it on the road.
for afar, and they were coming. To our way, and we saw them, and finally,
and I
get
caught a
some
couple
pictures,
shots.
and,
That was beautiful.
We fortunately saw the animals too.
Yeah, maybe if we stayed longer, we could have ridden one of them, but
Not maybe,
I'm
but
not
like
sure.
maybe like
Feeding. I
better
think.
pictures, better photos,
pictures,
like
yeah.
feeding closer to
Yeah.
them, maybe petting them, do stuff like that.
But that was also a beautiful scenery. And I got one very beautiful shot of a beautiful tree, which is the tree of faith.
Tree of faith.
Yeah, which is something very special to the area.
Puno ng pag-asa.
That one.
And that is how the day ended. Well, we went back respectively to our hotel and their home.
Yeah.
So another day in paradise at the pool, resting and
Yes, we
enjoying
did that. We did that. We
weather.
tried the waves with the wave pool. Instead of going to the farm.
Yes, okay.
We tried that.
So yes, they enjoyed the waves because that is what the name of the hotel
drowned.
is.
Like that. Come. It's better than here. Better.
She drowned, and you're probably seeing the footage at the moment, but
A little.
she was funny. They were funny. They had a lot of fun. So we ended up that day like
we
this,
just
in rest, in enjoyment at the
resting,
pools and the waves, etc. Okay, going back to our trip, the next day, finally, that very next day.
That next day is also the Fiesta day.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I'm
Sunday,
coming to there. I'm coming to that, But we didn't go to the Fiesta, but that was the real aim. We can miss it, and we're going to talk a lot about the Fiesta, but let's go first at the viewpoint.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we arrived at that farm. Where are we, darling?
We're in the viewpoint grape and dragon fruit farm.
Oh, there's also grape.
Yeah, that's what
Grape
I saw.
and dragon fruit farm, and we
grape.
can see the farm. And there's also a parking area there. But this is More
This is
shade.
good. Yeah.
More
Yeah,
shade.
but that's okay. We
Okay.
can walk a little
So
bit.
I think we should first go with the tour. First
Yeah,
get the farm
but
tour.
Let's find a reception.
Yeah, and then we can go into the cafe and bamboo cafe and try the fruits itself.
And the viewpoint is actually a farm
Dragon fruit.
of dragon fruit and raisin.
Yeah, dragon
Grape.
fruit.
Grapes, I'm
And
sorry.
grapes.
And grapes.
Dragon fruit and
Dragon fruit and grapes. And normally we're expecting to have a nice tour
Farm
around
tour.
the farm, a farm tour. But
Unfortunately, it was the dragon
Out
fruit
of
wasn't
season.
in season. The seasons are June to October.
yeah,
Yeah.
What I remember.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
that's
we're
legit.
we're not at the right time to make the tour. So,
So we-
no tour, but instead,
Instead, we went to the bamboo cafe,
yeah.
where you can actually drink dragon fruit drinks or cheesecakes or like anything.
menu.
that's,
They
like
have other
all
menus.
dragon fruit.
And we drank a beautiful
Yeah, beautiful dragon fruit juice. It was
juice. It was
extremely
exquisite, exquisite. But the most exquisite part was actually a little guy that we met there. She was only 5 years
little
old.
gal.
A little girl. I'm sorry, only 5 years old, but the hell of an intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she
was so
so bright, so cute, and so talkative. But one problem, she didn't like the ladies.
Yeah.
She has to sing for us. Against us.
We met this little girl, 5 years old. Her mom was working there in the cafe. Her name is Noella Frida.
Frida.
And oh my God, like
And I had so much fun.
she's so smart, so friendly, and
Yeah.
we had so much fun with her.
At first, she was shy.
Very
But
shy.
then when she went past her shyness, oh my God!
Oh my God,
She
that-
There
just
was
brought
no-
out her attitude.
Yes, like
There was no stopping her.
Thank you.
eyebrows and all those facial expressions. Oh my God, like it's
Oh my
it's a
God.
total different
So-
different personality.
Because she always don't like me to act like a baby. But I'm acting like a big. I'm acting like a big sister. But she calls me as I'm acting as a tiny baby. But I'm not acting like that.
No,
I'm
you're
acting-
not. You're not. Even now, you're not acting like a baby.
But
Definitely not.
No, you're talking like a very big girl. Oh my God.
Your big sister is wrong.
Yes, she is wrong.
she's just
I'm on your
doing me bad, so she fights me like that.
Oh, she's a big, mean old sister, isn't she?
Yeah, but sometimes friends.
Okay, but
Okay, sometimes.
you love her. Still, you love her, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Because
So try to understand this part of the world, and that little girl didn't see anything but the Philippines, and I can see that she was dreaming of going out abroad and visiting other countries, and this
She
is
wanted
why.
to be a pilot.
yes,
Yeah, she wanted to be. That is why she wanted to be a pilot. And when I asked her why, she said to go to Taiwan. So okay, I mean,
Hong Kong.
Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong.
Hong Kong to Disneyland.
To Disneyland. To
up to
Taiwan.
Disneyland, to
Hong Kong,
Taiwan, to
Disneyland,
Hong Kong, and she was going to not only be the pilot but own the plane
Own
as
the
well.
plane as
and
well.
she was nice enough to offer us a ride on the plane
For free.
for free.
Free of charge. And we can even sleep in the plane if we want.
And we
Yes.
can have any food.
Any food.
that we want.
All free.
For free.
Yes.
But the funny part is that my wife, who is not very fluent in English, and time to time she was, speaking with me in Turkish. And do understand that, guys? In the Philippines, there are 120 different languages that may sound all very similar to one another, but are completely, and they're not different dialects, they're completely different languages. So for the little girl, all foreign languages
Are Tagalog.
is a different version of a Tagalog, which is the one of the
Native
two
language.
official languages of the Philippines, along English. And when she couldn't understand my wife speaking, I turned to her and I saw her facial expression and I said, "Her Tagalog is very bad, isn't she?" She said, "Yes, horrible."
She speaks Tagalog. She speaks English.
Just Tagalog. The prettiest Tagalog.
The prettiest Tagalog she speaks. And she says that Seçil's Tagalog is very bad.
Very bad.
Right, darling? Yeah, yeah. Seçil'sin Tagalog çok kötüymüş.
Tagalog çok kötü. Onunki daha iyi. En iyisi onun Tagalog.
Her Tagalog is bad, right?
Yeah. And I use my Tagalog to English.
Yes.
I'm just getting it
Senin Tagalog bombok.
From English to Tagalog and then Tagalog to English. English
Yeah.
to Tagalog.
But my Tagalog is okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This one is not from the Philippines.
This and this, not from the Philippines.
And you are not from the
how
Philippines.
about both of you? What?
We are from which country we are? Have you heard a country called Turkey?
Yeah, of course. Because we've been learning about flags too. My mom been teaching me that.
Türkiye biliyormuş. Okulda öğrenmişler.
Because my mom always let me read some flags, so I know.
You know how to read?
Yeah, I know how to read.
Okumayı biliyormuş 5 yaşında.
I'm a big girl now.
You read English?
English and
Yeah.
Tagalog.
You also read Tagalog? No.
No.
Okay, she's 5 years old and she knows how to read and write in English. Okay? So if you think that your kids are if your kids are geniuses, reconsider that question one more time once you watch her.
She said,
Tagalog is horrible.
yeah, my mother's Tagalog is horrible. Inaudible. Not understandable at all.
Not at all, not at all. And we started having fun and seeing that that little girl was really a man's girl rather than a women's girl.
Yeah.
We started, using all. I started using all the tricks in my sleeve.
She definitely had positive discrimination against men.
Yeah, absolutely,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Against
so
against
much-
boys, let's say.
Yeah, and especially with me, and she agreed to call me grandpa. So we developed the relationship and all. Oh my God, we had so much fun. We loved
Yeah.
so much. Because
I think
of my wife.
I have to say that was the best part of Dragon Fruit Farm.
Oh,
That was the best part. She was the best part.
She was the best part, but the scenery was also beautiful.
Yeah, we got good pictures
Just
as well.
behind the hill, downhill, there was a river, a beautiful, a couple shots taken as well. So we had a lot of fun over there, and even at the time we started moving, to leave the farm, that little girl came out to the door, and
She was actually devastated to see us leaving.
yeah.
And then
She just didn't want us to leave, and she said, "Hey, can you come back tomorrow after school?"
she's like, "Can you please come back?"
Yeah, she was like,
did this and you're
yeah, like she was so cute, almost like
Almost like crying.
about to cry. And I said, "Yeah, we're gonna try." And she really didn't want us to leave. That was hard. That was hard.
That was a difficult part.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't see that, and I moved, earlier than those guys. And that was the second, the beginning of a very interesting day. Okay, then she drove us to her small village,
Maybe
Mama's village.
You can explain better
Yeah.
than us.
Yetkin, can you tell us where we are going to?
Yes, right now we are in the province and going to the house of Angela's mother. And she prepared us food for the fiesta. We're gonna eat like local homemade, very Filipino food, and we're gonna see the fiesta, possible parade is gonna happen, and yeah.
So that's going to be the real deal, the real Filipino taste and flavor, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, we're going to talk about it
Yep.
in a moment. So let's see you again.
I'm gonna leave the word to Angela.
Yeah, so after Dragon Farm, after
Dragon Fruit Farm, not Dragon Farm.
after the viewpoint, I drove them back to my parents' home, which is in Pampanga, Calantipe, Pampanga, because it was our fiesta, and we celebrate Santo Niño. Our saint is Santo Niño, and Santo Niño Fiesta is always celebrated on the third Sundays of January. And if none of you know that Santo Niño is considered as baby Jesus, child Jesus, baby Jesus, and he's also a representation of family, prosperity, blessings. And so it was their first time for Fiesta. He already had a little bit,
Had
but
a little bit of other
But
fiestas here,
I
but
was telling him about, oh my God, you have to witness by
this was
6
different.
o'clock in the evening when there's really bringing out their Santo Niño outside in the streets and having fun with it. and
with the small figures
Yes,
and
now
bands
yes.
moving, and that was
now
crazy.
you
Guys,
guys have
for
to-
those of you who have never been in a fiesta in the Philippines, oh my God, that is not only a spectacle, but that is an experience because
Happy Fiesta! Happy Fiesta! Happy Fiesta!
okay, try and picture a village with very narrow streets, houses, on each sides, and each and every house preparing the hell of amount of food of all sorts, drinks, karaoke setups.
Sounds like
Yes, thank you very much for coming in the house. You know how to sing, yeah? You know how to sing? I hear a voice from 10,000 miles away. I hear a voice, how all love meant to stay.
speakers.
Speakers, etc. And everybody inviting everybody. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
You are inviting every
Yeah.
single home. That is an experience.
Almost like a competition to have more guests.
Yeah, exactly. And the beauty,
like that.
it's not only the beauty of sharing, but it's the beauty of becoming one as a people, regardless of who you are, what age you are, if you're a relative or not. It doesn't matter, and that is what I still keep loving about the Philippines. And I told you that in the previous content, in the previous video, that the Filipino people is making me ashamed of my human nature, becoming so divided and suspicious and
becoming so
frightened.
Yeah, frightened and just in the world right now. This is my observation.
Most
Everyone
part of the
belongs to their own tribe, and they don't want to share. They don't want to. Yeah, very isolated culture and very individualistic.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
And not
Individualism.
kind and nice.
Yes, individualism
Whereas
is the thing
here-
in the world, but not in the Philippines.
Not in the Philippines, guys. You cannot believe. Everybody is so smiley. Everybody is so open and kind and helping and I don't know how to describe that. They're human. I mean,
Yeah, the sense of belonging. You don't, even if you're a foreigner, even if it's your first time, even if you don't even speak a word of the language,
they make you
even
feel
if
at
you
home.
don't know anything about it, it's okay. You can still feel
At home.
At home, like you can still feel you belong there. You feel welcomed. I have never
Experienced something
I
like
have
that.
never felt this welcome in any part of the world. And I think you can also say you also have lived in abroad. I had an experience about 1.5 years living in North Europe, which was a horrible experience in terms of social life and human connection and human touch. This is the complete polar opposite of that.
Look,
This is refreshing.
We're not trying and diminishing other countries, or we're not comparing.
Yeah, and
the
I'm not
Philippines,
saying anything. To
we're just
belittle
talking about
just
about
the
the
comparison.
people of the Philippines, the
Exactly.
Filipino people. Fantastic. So that was a fantastic experience. And, her mother, with the help of the sisters as well,
and also somebody else.
and also somebody else made
A friend.
so many different dishes. I mean, gosh. We are now in Angela's beautiful family house. And they have prepared so many foods, real Filipino ones. And I know nothing. Look, I'm still chewing the piece of meat that they gave me. Okay, that is the beautiful Michelle, who is going to introduce you with all these food. Please, very slowly.
Okay. All right. So these are the food that is usually, that is usually cooked when there's a fiesta here in the Philippines. So of course.
So rice is the main kind of a meal.
Yeah,
in
it's
this
the main
country.
kind of the meal. It goes along with all the ulam, as we call it. So first we have menudo. So menudo is like chopped pork meat as well as the pork liver, and then it has carrots and potatoes, as you can see. It's usually cooked with, I think, tomato paste or tomato sauce, and it has like liver spread as well. Okay, and then the next one we have pork asado. So it's also the same as pork menudo, but the difference is it's the pork meat is chopped a little bit big, and it does not have any liver on it, but it has the tomato, the carrots and some potatoes on it.
Okay, how about this one, which looks
That's
very
one-
delicious?
That's just fried chicken.
Oh,
That's just chicken.
you forget about what I said.
Next one, we call it here lutong juice, but for some Filipinos, they call it pininyahang pininyahang
That is
baboy.
pineapple.
Yeah, it has pineapple on it. Pineapple juice. It's cooked with pineapple juice.
Okay, it has pineapple juice, but not the pineapple itself.
I believe so. No.
Okay,
It's
what
just
is
the
inside?
pineapple juice. It's just pork.
Potatoes.
Yeah, pork, and I don't think it has potatoes on it.
What is all this? All
It's
these are
pork fat.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that
next
looks
one we
very
have-
delicious.
Yes, it is. So it's a staple in some Filipino houses. So it's what we call lumpiang Shanghai. So it's just, what do you call this?
Oh, I take your word for it.
Yeah, it's just lumpiang Shanghai. It has
Which is?
pork. Wait, it's ground pork.
Okay.
And it's usually wrapped in a lumpia wrapper and then fried.
Okay,
And that's it.
and inside there's sausage, correct?
This one, it's different.
No, that I know because
Yeah, this
Angela
was-
made that one for us.
Yeah. This one, Mama called it cordon bleu, but it's pork. Yeah, I guess it's like chicken cordon bleu, but she used pork on it.
Okay, a lot of pork then.
Yes,
How about
it's-
that?
This one's, what do you call this? Fresh lumpia. So
Oh.
it's the same as this one, but it's, yeah, fresh. Yeah, fresh lumpia.
Okay, and
so
that is a cooked one. And that
this
is a
the-
French lumpia.
Yes, but this one is just pure vegetables. It
Okay.
doesn't have any pork on it.
Another pork
Yeah, yes,
recipe.
pork. So this one is pork caldereta. So it's kind of the same one as everything. It's just that this one's more a little bit spicier.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the spicy side, but yeah, it's a
Okay.
bit good. It's also cooked with tomato.
And how about
sauce.
this?
That I don't know, but oh yeah, if I remember correctly earlier, Mama said this one's banana with
Oh.
langka in
Okay.
it. Jackfruit, yeah.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah,
I
and
will
then
try that.
Yeah, it's.
And what is
just-
this?
Oh, I'm
just
not
kidding.
sure. Yeah, that's about it.
They had so many to offer, and we are little eaters. I'm glad I'm not a big eater, because if I were a big eater, trust me, I would have gained easily 10 kilograms, or somewhere around 18 or 20 pounds, easily in a week time. It's not easy not to eat here. It's not. So, but that is not all. I mean, to try and explain people the welcomeness of the people. I was just, me as an extrovert, I was just walking with my wife, and I saw in the village, and a few doors, further, I saw a guy preparing the karaoke, and I said hi, and I saw he said come in, and I saw a bottle of whiskey, and I said I'll come back for a glass of whiskey, and I said, well, you're welcome. We came back,
And then we did it.
Yes, and we did it.
And I was really surprised because I was walking at the back. We were behind him, and I just saw him suddenly go in. I was like, "Wait, what happened? Where is he going?"
It's just a house.
I think everybody else was surprised too. And welcome.
Yeah, because it's a total stranger's house, and we are total strangers.
Yeah. Well, more than strangers, we're not even Filipinos.
Yes, we're total foreigners.
Yeah, foreigners.
And then we sat down, and they just gave us some drinks and food, and they started
singing, and
then
all
she
of a
joined
sudden,
in, all of a
I don't know,
sudden-
was it because of the drink or not?
I don't
But
know. I don't know what happened.
I know.
She just jumped. She just jumped and started singing.
The song was just really so good. You feel like dancing, and it's the spirit of Fiesta.
It is a spirit of
Spirit of
Fiesta.
Fiesta. And who wouldn't want to sing Dancing Queen at the top of their lungs? Even
Yes,
though you're out here?
yes, and this is what she
Yeah.
absolutely did.
And she did that.
Well, that was not the end of the story. Trust me. Then they have a parade.
Niño, Santa Niño, baby Jesus. This is Santa Niño, so now the parade will start and you have to dance with it. Santa Niño, baby Jesus here.
Böyle yapmıştım. Böyle. Ben bunu rüyamda böyle yapmıştım.
Did you meet with Gian?
Yes.
When?
So cute.
That goes through the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that parade was coming down on the street, and we're out on the edge waiting, and all of a sudden there's a group of guys. I think they're the animators, right?
They're the lead,
dancers.
Like the parade is coming with the live music.
They saw me as a different guy and started dancing towards me.
Maybe she can explain better. This.
Okay, go for it.
They were saying.
So they were singing and dancing in front of him, and they were like, "Bibigay na yan, bibigay na yan," which translated, "He is going to give, he is going to give."
They couldn't know that my Tagalog was not that awful, okay?
And when they didn't give, they just went away.
But on the way back,
But on the way back, I told
being
him,
warned by her, I prepared the money up front. And they danced again.
They did more. They did more.
They
did even more.
For the cartwheel. They did.
And even more. They made some somersaults and things like that. That was funny. And I'm probably showing you all this footage while I'm speaking, but that was fantastic. That was such a night. And we were drunk.
Yeah, everyone was drunk.
Everyone was drunk.
Especially your cousin.
Oh my.
That cousin.
The most drunk guy ever.
I don't know if he's going to remember the night at all.
That was fun. That was fun, but yeah.
That was fun.
He was too drunk, to be honest.
That was. Well, we were drunk, okay. Yeah, we were drunk, okay.
We were okay.
Okay, just to enjoy the moment.
We were okay. Healthy drunk.
And again, that was not the end of the night, because we had another incident with my wife, who has a way to find, these little kind of things.
After the parade.
Yeah, and we all explode in laughters with these small small incidents. And they have a little dog. It's not a dog, it's a bitch. It's a small,
literally
a
bitch.
size 0 or 1 Maltese Terrier type of little dog.
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't know the breed.
And she was, first of all, she was bitching towards me in the lap of someone else. But
Her name is Coco.
Coco. And so, and they placed her in a kind of an open cage. And she was begging, looking at me to take her out, at the end of the evening. So I took her out on my arms and sat next to Cecile, which had a small, my wife.
My mother, his wife.
Yeah. A small orchid, somebody, a flower. That all of a sudden she accidentally moved toward Coco, and Coco started barking like hell. And then we started, and that has become like a full moment of laughter for me, because I constantly pushed my wife to continue, irritating the dog, and the dog protecting me towards her, bitching towards her.
Coco.
Böyle yapacağını bilmiyordum.
Coco. Coco. No, Coco. No, Coco. Yap bakayım tekrar. Yap bakayım tekrar. All of a sudden, Coco was just protecting my dad from my mother. But like 5 minutes ago, he was also being a bitch to my father.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I wasn't expecting that, because I know Coco, and she's not that friendly, to be honest, especially to people.
To strangers.
Yeah, to strangers. So that was funny.
Once she gets to know you, she's actually
very,
no, it's not only that. She's a bitch, because I was the one freeing her from the cage. She didn't object to that.
Maybe.
Okay.
But that was too funny. Barking and just threatening my mom. Like, don't come here.
Okay, after a drunken night, going back to the hotel, and had a long sleep and spending a little time in the pool. Then these two guys invited me, invited us to their home for a dinner. But before going there, we went to what we can call downtown of the little village,
center,
little
market
town.
Center, market.
City Baliwag. They call this the Baliwag City.
We went in downtown, the downtown city of Baliwag. And although when you look from the outside, it doesn't look like Chongqing, the church of St. Augustine, which was built in 1730 something. When you go inside, it's beautiful, and you're seeing a few pictures that I took there. Again, all the churches are beautiful here. They're very well maintained, very well restored.
Yeah, it is.
Because that is probably the most Catholic country in the world.
Might be.
More than 80% of the population here are Catholics.
Catholic. And
After probably Vatican.
in
Maybe
Vatican there's
Philippines
less.
number 1, Vatican number 2.
Well, okay, long story short.
Can be. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I agree. But the thing is that they're very, their churches are very precious to these guys. So, but the funny part was not the church. The funny part again was the marketplace. So tell us about that.
We have this street food place, and
Right next to the church.
Yeah, and we joke. We have a joke that we call it. We
Hepa.
call it the Hepa place. The reason
the
why
Hepa Street.
The Hepa Street. The reason why we call it Hepa Street is because of it's all junk food and it's grilled, it's barbecued.
It's street food.
It's
long story short.
outside, it's street food.
So especially when you have like all of these junk foods, you can have like hepatitis B. So we call it Hepa Street.
Acı.
Cheese the
Ya hiç balık yemedik ya.
So Hepa Street, but forget about Hepa.
we
Every
tried.
single dish that we tasted, well, we didn't taste them all because there are certain that I wouldn't even approach. Nah, like don't get me wrong, and I don't want any Filipino to feel wronged by what I'm about to say, but I'm not gonna eat a chicken foot.
I actually don't eat chicken legs either. I don't even
Not
eat
legs,
chicken head.
foot.
It's the chicken legs.
Oh, okay.
I also don't eat chicken head. I've actually never did.
Yeah. So, but you can find chicken head, chicken legs, and things like. But the ones that
But I
we
think that's
approached
the only weirdest food there, like chicken.
No, there are a few
else?
others.
There's also those one day chicken. One day, yeah.
Oh
day
yeah,
chicken.
that one too.
Yeah.
Don't even talk about it.
Yeah,
No, don't even talk about it.
Yeah.
But the food that we tasted were all fantastic. They were delicious.
Okoy. İsmi Okoy. Çok güzel. Çok lezzetli. Şimdi sebzeli olan.
Ben de denememiştim daha önce. Evet. You try first.
You try first.
Bicho. Çok sıcak mı?
You try first, teacher. Al.
Nasıl alıyoruz? Üstüne böyle.
Sen koy. Bakacaksın, alacaksın. Hiç Allah'a ekber diyorsunuz ya.
Hamuru tatlı biraz. Lokma gibi ya.
Şahane.
Hamuru tatlıymış. Lokma gibi.
They had okoy, which is
Okoy.
fried pumpkin. Yeah, they had fried pumpkin, okoy, and
lumpia, vegetable lumpia.
They had that.
Which was the first time I tried, and it was
That was
delicious.
really, I loved it.
Vegetable.
Vegetable,
I love
yeah.
And also bicho.
Bicho.
Fried dough.
Fried bicho.
God bless you.
Fried cheese.
My mom tried with the fish thing.
The fishball. Yeah, that's a very common street food over here. Fishball.
And because we're coming to dinner, we made certain not to eat too much to be able to eat what she cooked for us. But long story short, that was another experience that if you're coming, in the Philippines, you must, because they will have street food all across the country.
Try street food. It's really, really good.
It's really good.
You might be surprised with some food that you try.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And these are tastes that you cannot find in almost no Western country in the world.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
No.
Not possible.
No.
But a lot of in Asian
Maybe
countries,
Asian countries, they have.
Thailand, they have their own.
They have.
Vietnam, they had their own.
And that is why I said the Western world.
Yeah. Some food are from China, and then Japan, as for example, lumpia is from actually Shanghai. It's a Chinese.
It's actually
Kinda.
a mix of Spanish and Chinese.
Yeah. Then we have shopao.
Shopao,
But you know that in
which is
Turkey,
Japanese.
in Turkey, we have something very similar to lumpia.
Yeah, but we just do it with
cheese.
No, we do it with minced meat.
True, but
as well.
Yeah, very similar. Yes.
Beef meat, of course.
Yeah.
But we do it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever she says.
Very similar. Almost. It feels like the same, to be honest. With the.
But hers are better.
Yeah, it is really good. It is really good. Really good.
Okay, and
then,
that is the moment where, after the dinner, we decided to share the second episode of our experience in the Philippines, maybe to open your appetite to come in this country.
They forgot to mention they are also having lambanog, which is a coconut vodka
yes.
over here.
Yes.
Lambanog.
Lambanog, it's a local liquor. It's a local liquor.
Not only that, you should definitely try boca.
Buko juice.
Buko.
Buko juice.
Buko. Why am I buko?
Don't say boca.
No, we don't say.
Boca. Boca is open?
Buka. Buka is
Buko.
Buko.
Buko.
Okay, so it's
Coconut.
buko. But it's a very special coconut indigenous to this country, or is it coconuts that?
Asian coconut.
It's an Asian coconut.
But
But all coconuts are Asian, for God's sakes.
Yeah, but I'm sorry to all my other Asian country fellow friends, but I really feel that our coconut in here is better, tastes better. Because I've had it in Vietnam, I've had it in Cambodia, and I've had it also in Thailand. I prefer my buko juice over here.
Well, I can only compare it with my experience. I only had coconut. I didn't have coconut juice before, but we have coconut in Turkey as well, but not even a comparison, to be honest. Like
No,
the coconut, the buko is fantastic here.
No,
especially
and
the juice.
interestingly, your mom doesn't like coconut juice over there.
Normally, but
She fell in love with it. Well, guys, that was it, Jana, and we'll have a third and final one before we'll leave, and that is going to be a beautiful trip. 100
islands.
100 island trips.
Technically it's called 100 islands.
But it's of course not
no,
100 islands.
No, we're only going to visit 99 of them.
99.
No,
It is true. It is true. Because one island, I think, already drowned. So it's 99 islands.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not going to visit all 99.
I don't think so.
But
I'm not sure. But
maybe
it
like
might be
just
small,
like
small. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not sure though.
We
I
don't know.
haven't been there yet.
from a distance maybe.
Maybe.
But we're not going to
maybe.
stop on all 99
I don't
islands.
think so. I don't
No,
think so.
good.
No.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to swim in the Pacific. Not only, dump our feet into the Pacific, literally
First time.
swim in the Pacific.
Maybe have some activities like zip.
Yeah, maybe have some other activities. We're going to, spend the night in a hotel over there.
Yeah, we
Yes.
are going to spend a night.
Spend
Okay.
one night, 2
And
days.
that is, and we're going to come back, maybe another day of rest, and then
2 days of rest, then
fly back to the
Yeah.
country. And that is going to end our journey in the Philippines. That so far, except from the Mount Kulis experience, we're enjoying a lot. So if you have not,
Actually, very
if you've not seen the first episode, I'm just leaving the link up in the description. Well, look, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the content, and you feel that it deserves a like button, please don't forget to press the like button. If you're not subscribed, if you want to subscribe, which time from time I can make those kind of contents, feel free to subscribe. And let's, enlarge the family. And other than that, well, thank you for watching, and enjoy your time. Take care of yourselves. See you
come to the
next.
Philippines.
Yeah, come to the Philippines, and see you next episode.